first and foremost, I want to give all honors, praises, glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh, Bahisham, Yahabashai, Bahasham, Wahavakar Kwadash. Honors to the apostles that have in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in hopes of being saved within these last days, because we're living in the last days of the last days. And you may be thinking, a lot of people say now people have changed, right? The way people act, their interactions. Have you noticed a lot of people speak and it's like the same words repeated again and again and again? It's like the same word. That is programming. We're living in a time now where basically the masses are controlled by electrics, right? We're going to go to this scriptural, what I'm talking about. What should we start off on first? We're going to start off on, we got Psalms, right? We're going to go to Psalms first, right? Actually, let's go to Job. Actually, let's go to Psalms 64. This is Psalm 64. Very powerful prayer. It says, hide me from the secret plots of the wicked. Secret plots. And it says wicked. So there's secret plots that are being done by wicked, right? Would be known as the 1% of the elites. From the rebellion of the workers of iniquity. What are they rebelling against? The Lord. Which is, what's rebellion? It's as the sin of witchcraft. So they're rebelling against Yahweh Shai, who sharpen their tongue like a sword. So what's the sharpening of the tongue like a sword? It's legislation, okay, which comes from Brussels. And bend their bows to shoot their arrows. So they're bending their bow to shoot the arrow. They're bending them bows. What's the arrow? Right? The arrow is what? Bitter words, setups. When you go to Ephesians 6 and what does it say, 10 or 12? It says that's why I put on the armor that you may be able to quench the fiery darts of the enemy. That's them darts, that's that bow. He's bending it, he's shooting it. You see? And it says that they may shoot in secret at the blameless. Secret. These are secret schemes, plots, schemes, plans, right? I want you to be calm. I want you to be cool. I want you to be calculated. And we're going to speak about this program because this is a part of the program. There's a new program now. The reset's already been here. The reset was during the pandemic. That was the reset. That was the reset. You have to understand that. That was the reset. And it says, suddenly do they shoot him and do not fear. So we're being shot at. And there's no fear before them. The reset's already here. Haven't you seen that? You could speak to 5 different people during the day. They will all say pretty much the same thing. Like robots. You're not speaking something. You're not speaking to real humans anymore. They've been hijacked. We're going to get into this. Right? And it says, yeah, people have been hijacked. I've told you you're talking to computer systems. So you've got to be careful when you're having conversations. Right? They're called NPCs. Non-player characters. Alright? So it says, Babaka, watch that movie Demolition Man. That will give you a good idea of how society is coming. Demolition Man, that was a police state, right? In Demolition Man. It was a police state. Right? And check this out. They talk of laying snares. They've encouraged themselves in the evil matter. So they get together. They talk of laying snares secretly. They say, who shall see them? They devise iniquities. We have perfected a shrewd scheme. Both the inward thought of the heart of man are deep. But the heavenly Father shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly should they be wounded. He shall make them stumble over their own tongue. Because now you have whistleblowers. You have people within their own ranks that are revealing certain things. All who see them shall flee away. All men shall fear and shall declare the work of God. For they shall wisely consider his doing. That's why many things are coming out now. But it does say the heart of man is deep. So guess what? They have think tanks, brothers. They have think tanks. They have scientists. They have what's that other word? What's that other word? They have psychologists. How man thinks, reasoning. Why do they think like that? All of them. You see? It's all about the shaping of the masses. Look up Tavistock. Look up the Tavistock Institute. That was also all about shaping the mind of man and woman and child. It was all about that into one direction. This is where you get groupthink. That's where you get the groupthink as well. What's groupthink? It's a hive-minded group intelligence, decision making, right? This is hive mind technology. You know that? Hive mind. Hive mind is a group think. Guess what? But it's done for them through technology. Technology is now doing the decision making. Brothers, I want you to know the synchronicities, people coming out of houses, all of that. It's what is it? It's group think. It's intelligence. How they're able to get in front of you right at that time. That's intelligence. That's all being done by what? The algorithm, the AI, right? That's how it's being done by the AI, right? Groupthink intelligence, decision making, transhumanism, right? So it's doing the decisions for them. So this is why you have now. Why do you think you have people on television? Most they have a script now. They have a script because they don't know. Their minds have been hijacked by the beast. Let's go to Revelations now. They've been hijacked, man. You ever watch The Matrix? If not, watch it. All right. Only a few brothers have still got that. What them old souls, as they would call it, them old souls, man, that haven't been corrupted. All right. Let's go to Revelations 13 and 16. Okay. This is Revelations 13. I'm going to jump straight to verse 16. Okay. And check this out. Revelation 13 and 16. So it says this right here. Check this out. And we can go to 14 first. And he deceives those who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do in the sight of the beast. So this man was given power to deceive by meaning of a sign, right? Signs. Now, these were not true signs in terms of signs on the right hand side. These were signs by the left hand side, which is a form of tech, which is tech. Yeah, there's a lot of witchcraft involved in that. You can use it for good, then you can use it for evil. When you go on something, what's there going to be? There's going to be advertisements on things that you may have been looking at. That's trainers. There's going to be a pop-up advertisement. Why? Because it's processing the likes, the dislikes, right? All of that, your data, your bio. It's doing all those things. And who dwell on the earth by those signs which he was granted to do in the sight of the beast. The beast is the system. Telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image to the beast. See? So that image has already been made now. It's here, brothers, it's here. You can pay by your cards now. Right? 30 odd years, I don't know. Could you do that? You couldn't do that. You could pay by phones now. You could travel by phones. You don't need no cash. You could travel where you are all by phone. All by phone. You can order by phone, PayPal. This is all digitalized. Everything. Go into a store. What do you have? You're gonna have what's it? Checkout. Checkout tills now. You have checkout tills. 30, 40 years. You didn't have that. You got checkout tills now. This is like something out of a futuristic movie, right? But this is how they do things. They do things by gradualism. So now you're looking back. You remember back in the days, you had 3210s, 4210s, 8210s, 9210s, Nokias, and all that. Now look at the phones now. Look how far people have come. So we're in that time. We're in that time now. We're in that time space, right? This is a part of an agenda to have everybody controlled, everybody watched. Okay. Revelations 13 and 16. And it says, and he was granted to do in the sight of the beast who was wounded by the sword and lived, and he was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast. So it's been given power now, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So it says as many. So this is going to be forced on people. And the ones that are not going to take it, like with this program, this demonic gang stalking program, what's going to happen with them? They're going to be isolated from society. You have to see what's going on now. I'm telling you, with this thing, whatever you want to call it, gang stalking program, what we're talking about right now, it ties in. How can you get that much cars to move? You can't get that much cars to move unless there's technology behind that. Unless these people have taken the what our brothers calling it, the crack scene. You can't get you can't get that to happen unless there's technology behind that. So we're in those times, right? We are in those times. Okay? Everything is digitalized now. Everything. Why? Because it was more convenient. And guess what? Less time. Example, courts. You would need to deal with file cabinets, right? You don't really need file cabinets no more because you got tech. That takes a long time, right? File cabinets. When someone wants to register in, you have to do the register, tick off the register. You don't need to do that no more. Come in, put a card by the door. You got your card, got your face, got your ID. Now you're getting into that job or that place or that building. Because file cabinets, that takes ages. So this is how it's convenient. They want you to appeal to it. It is convenient, but you're doing that for the price of your privacy. See? In the terms of security. So now you've just done all that for a false sense of it, which is not true security. Because now everything you're doing is being monitored and being watched. Everything. Because you sold your soul to that. Right? You even got this, what this company called? You even got this Verisure company. And guess who's behind it? The MI. The MI are the ones that control that, basically. And once that alarm goes off, they would be right there. Once the smoke goes off. A lot of people, the people are so naive and stupid. They give their power away. See what else we got. Revelations 13 and 16. And it says, and the image of the beast shall both speak and cause as many as would not worship the beast should be killed. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich, poor, free, and slave, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This mark is the charagma, incision, chip, imprint. Look it up on the blue letter. Look it up. It says mark. It says a branding, right? Cutting in the skin, right? Branding. Why you brand something? You brand it as property, right? Slave. That's what you do. You brand it. And guess who's enforcing this? This is where you're going to get military, army. They're enforcing this. This is in play now. In America, there's a place called Wisconsin. It's fully in effect in certain states of America. It's fully in effect, even certain places in the UK. Decathlon. They have like a chip at the back of the barcodes, you know, where they put, the branding, what material is. They have the branding of the chip right in that. Right? They have it in that, the clothing. They're testing this thing out. Brand, marking. That word for mark is charagma, incision, imprint. Then you look up the word 666. It's going to tell you. It's stigma. We're going to go to it. And it says, in marking their right hands. So what's that mark? It's the chip. It's the chip. Size of a grain of rice. But guess what? Without even using that, putting it in people. Wow. 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 You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, bro, they've already got that in them now. Right? A lot of people already got that in them now. Okay, you gotta understand this, brother, because they've got this in them now. Look how they be acting. People be acting mad. Mad. People be acting crazy out here, bro. Let's go to Revelation 13. I'm telling you, people be acting crazy. Everything is being synchronized and thing now. So let's go to Revelation 13 and 16. So he calls it all. And on their right hand and on their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, which is what? Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man. His number is 666. And you see this marking in so many different places. You see it within Google, right? You see it within Gmail, the different sides of it is accounts to 6, the hexagon, 6, the drink. What's that drink called? I forgot what's that drink called when it's got the three marks on it? Monster. It's got the three edgings, bro, which is the mark of the beast, the symbolism as well, bro. These people deal in symbolism. And you also got what else? What else? What else? There's so many symbols as well that show you that. The edging is a pricking 666. Look it up in the Greek. It's stigma. It actually says stigma, which is the edging within the skin. Okay, a pricking. So that's the main goal. But guess what? Guess who's going to interrupt that? Our Lord Yahweh Shai, which he's on his way. And we know that because you can feel it in the air. The Lord's on his way. So that's the main agenda. Your gang stalking is to get you to conform to society. That's what your gang stalking is. Getting you to conform to society. Because your gang stalkers have done that. They've sold their souls. They're bots, man. They're computer programs, man. Being run by electrode. Well, not electrode. Was it EMF? EMF to the brain. Yeah, didn't you know that your gang stalkers are getting hit with the same thing you're getting hit with? Didn't you know that? Joel 5. They're getting them voices in their heads, them demonic voices in their heads, telling them to do certain things, bro. Real talk. Say this to him. Do this to him. Bro. Spiritual. Job 5. And we're going to jump straight to verse 12. Check this out. He frustrates the devices of the crafty. Oh, that's what the Lord's going to do. Frustrate their devices. Right? So that their hands cannot carry out their plans. So the Lord Yahweh is coming to do that. He catches the wise in their own craftiness. Any craftiness, they're going to be caught in that. And the counsel of the cunning comes quickly upon them. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noontime as in the night, having secret meetings, right? And these meetings are already catered to the elect, the hopeful elect. So you got to realize, remember in Revelations it says, and the dragon made war against what? Those that keep the commandments and follow the Messiah, right? They can do that. You know, they can brain control people to come up against you, right? It's Hivemind, right? You look up Hivemind, it says legion, literally, right? Legion. But we do have an advantage because the scriptures talk about waking those that were in sleep. So this word, Lord willing, it can do that. And my breathing's kind of hard as well because this technology it's being used on everybody. I mean, everybody. It's being used on it. It's good to have a good knowledge of this, man. And because certain people are weak, they've already got doors open. They're easily accessible. They're being hacked. But the elect, we're free from that because we have the words. And he says, I shall make you free and you shall be free. Don't think it's strange concerning the fiery trial. Oh, it seems strange. This is the new resetting now, bro. They can hit your legs. They can hit your legs, your arms, your nose, your head with these things, bro. This is technology. This is technology. And don't separate it. So, we're science. Don't separate it from the Bible. It's in the Bible. I've read you the scriptures. So technology is in the Bible. Spiritual. These people calling it fallen angel technology and all that. The reason why they call it because they had help by who? Satan, right? Satan gave them ideas, bro. Right? To manipulate the molecular structure of an atom, then cause a fusion. Right? So this is old technology. This is old technology, bro. Old stuff that they're using, bro. But this you have to have an understanding mind. The Lord have to give you understand to see this. People be acting weird. Weird, bro. Controlled by remote control. Being remotely controlled. Yeah, say this to him. Do this to him. Jump out the car now. Walk into the store. Bro, we're in that time, bro. Transhumanism it's different. It's different than what we're talking about. Transhumanism is making someone live longer, right? Have a longer duration, right? But what we're talking about is group think. That's the main thing we're talking about. The group think. That's a group of people that are thinking the same through electronical signals. The hive mind. Scriptures, that was known as legion, many demons. Okay? Because if your brain can be hacked and manipulated, they can embed false thoughts. Just remember, we should know ourselves. Another thing, I want to, you should know yourself and how you think now. So, yeah, they will try to do that. Insert. They don't know what you're thinking. They can insert false beliefs into your mind. They were using this stuff in Iraq. You know, the Iraq war? They were using the same technology to break down their enemies without touching them. Right? Okay? Same thing. I've told you these televisions, bro. They're using metal. In order to attack you, they're using it through metals. They're using it through, I told you, ley lines, metals. Right? Your refrigerator. It has a sensor. You think these things don't have sensors? They have sensors. Are you telling me they can't track you by your refrigerator? Oh, yes, they can. I know it sounds far, well, it's not far-fetched because technology is so advanced now. All right? So advanced. Your TV, you're watching it, it's watching you. Right? They're going to start calling me a conspiracy now. Right? Baba Kashar, who cares? Who bloody cares? Right? Would I care? I care about this. Baba Kashar, they don't. Because they don't value themselves. And they don't value these scriptures. So this is, listen, we're in a different time now. There's cameras everywhere. Right? London has the most cameras. But we need not to worry about that anyway, because the eyes of the Lord are everywhere, are holding the good and evil. Sensors, cameras, lighting systems that can also watch you as well. I forgot the name of the lighting system. I forgot what it's called, but it's a lighting system that can see through housing. Right? I forgot the name of it. All these different things. We're living in a state of emergency. And the Lord Jehovah is coming to deliver us out of that state of emergency. All these things, right? This is prophecy. The men spoke about this, right? These things were going to happen. The love of many was going to wax cold. And I just want to put you up on game because you need to know this. This still ties in with what you're seeing today. Don't get mad. Could be a mother, could be an old friend, could be a work colleague acting very strange towards you. Remember, this technology, you're probably, well, who's running it? It's corporations. Corporations are running this technology. But also, it's a Stingray truck. See, I'm pick up the phone and show you it. But Stingray truck, they're using construction workers. Who runs this thing then? Law enforcement. From what I know, right? There's that white truck that is pulled up again. Law enforcement apparently, right? Yeah, they're using law enforcement trucks, bro. Right? Apparently. So it's through law enforcement. And let me tell you what they're doing. They're trying to map out your brain. Right? And not just that, other things as well. So they're using this technology. Okay? And this is through EMF. You can create synthetic diseases with this type of stuff. You're completely healthy. Right? And you can bio-traffic with this stuff as well. Right? Are they not gonna like that, are they? Gonna start getting emotional? Baba Kishar. So this is what they're doing, bro. They can use a construction worker because they know about this stuff. That's why they hate it when you speak about it. They don't like you speaking about this. They don't like this. Right? So, brothers, also, sometimes you're going to be feeling a little bit groggy. That's because of this technology. It's this technology that's doing it. Did you just hear that shouting? You just heard that shouting, right? It's spirits, bro. People are taking over now. You just better pray. Just pray, pray and fast, right? Yeah, they use vans. The vans, what are the vans doing? They're mapping out your brain, right? They're mapping out your brain. They're all, so don't get funny. When your mother might say something strange to you, just know, yeah, they're doing it to her. Everybody's on this. Everybody. But what makes the so-called targeted individual different? What makes them different? Huh? Is that they're not under that. They see, but listen, it's like Matrix, all right? You saw the agents. Well, what made Neo different from them? He was outside of that. Woo! He was outside of that. That's why they came after him, right? Because he awakened to that, right? He was a what? A software programmer. This is programming. This is software programming. Your body is most part electric. I've told you that. This has been going on for a long time. Secret knowledge. They talk about the kundalini, all that stuff, your spine, they talk about chakras and all them type of stuff. What does it look like? Bronze, right? Or did you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear that? Can you hear that screaming? And carbon. So they also use carbon as well. Our bodies are part carbon and what else? Copper. And it's conductor. They know about this stuff, man. They know how the body, these people, they know how the body works. They know. And they know what to use. People are being controlled by frequencies for years. Yeah, things are energy, but we don't want to, we're not going to go too off track. Keep it scriptural. What energies, what energetic beings, you know that, right? You know what they've been trying to do as well, brothers? Have you ever felt your energies kind of going low? They will also try to send low vibration and low frequencies your way to lower you. Because when you're in a high vibration, the Holy Spirit, guess what? You're doing things, you're seeing things, miracles. But if you're in a low energy, you're not really manifesting. You can't manifest in a low energy, in depression, where there's anger, where there's wrath, where there's depression. You can only do that. Hold on. You can only do that. How? You can only do that through what? You can only manifest if you're in a high energy. So they know about these things. Isaiah 14. Hold on just a minute. Right? Oh, Lucifer. Baba Kashur. He shall be brought down. They have this knowledge, bro, how things work. Right? These people are studied, man. Okay. Isaiah 14. Everybody's on this technology. Isaiah 14. How are you and 12? How are you falling from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How are you cut down to the ground, you who weaken the nations? For you have said in your heart, I will ascend to the heaven. See? And I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. That's that pride. Okay? Satan is prideful. Wants to exalt himself above God. So check this out. Oh, Lucifer. Oh, yeah, they're trying to hit me with that stuff now. They're trying to hit me with that stuff now. You don't see what I mean? Hey, this technology is old technology. Hmm? Find out, do some research about frequencies. So like I'm just eating some tamarind. Tamarind is good for you. Check out about frequencies, man. Check out these things, man. We're supposed to have an all-round knowledge in everything. We might not be experts, but we're supposed to have a knowledge, okay, of how things operate, and so forth. Now, there's different hertz, right? Different hertz, and them hertz are energy waves. Okay, some can put you in a sleepy state where you're sleepy, all right? Putting you back to sleep because that's what the Matrix wants to do. And that's another thing. So you're gonna have to fight against them energies as well. Remember, forces. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against dark forces. What are them forces? See, New revelation. What are them forces? Them forces can come in the form of energy. You see? Right, this is heavy. So they have certain energy waves, hertz, that can make you feel sleepy. Okay? And so forth. Which they can use. And they have others that can make you feel happy. Right? So I forgot the name of all of them. So if they're using that, so what are they gonna do? They can control the opinion and how things should go with the masses. Type in crowd control, dispersal. Old technology, bro. I keep telling you, bro. Strictly from the military. Strictly. They've had these things for years. Alright? Type in Nikola Tesla. Yeah, the quote, he says everything. You wanna know, you understand about the universe? Just study energy. Everything is energy. Yeah. But we're gonna keep it scriptural. Yeah, that he's true, he's right. Now I don't really go by all his teachings because he was an occultist. So I don't go by all his teachings, but he's right. Everything is energy. So low energy, voodoo, all that, that's all negative energies. We have to rise up out of them. You understand? And we do that by the Holy Spirit. So this whole thing about energy is very real. Very. Some have a very low energy. Some have a higher energy. And these are the people that tend to be somewhat targeted, right? Follow whatever. Right? So we have to be able to see this. We are energetic beings. Hmm? Real talk. I'm telling you about this technology. Let's go to Ephesians as well. And let's go to Matthew 23. How they use this. And it says, this is Matthew 24. And it says this, Baba Kashah. And Yahushua answered and said to them, take heed that no one deceives you, for many will come in my name, saying I am Christ, and will deceive many. And you shall hear of wars, rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. So no man deceive you. Why? Because we're in a time of deceit. Wherever there's truth, there's going to be deceit. Let no man deceive you. No man. All right? No man. The reason why you're able to be followed is because of this technology, bro. They're using this on people, right? And they're trying to use it to discredit people as well, right? To turn them cuckoo, cuckoo. Yeah, we know about this technology, man. Right? V2K, voice of skull, people speaking to you in your neighborhood, right? That's mind control, bro. Oh, yep, they're trying to hit me with some frequencies. I got a bit of what do you call it? Tetanitis right now. What do you call it? Tetanitis. My ears are ringing right now. Yeah, they use that, bro. See, energies, frequencies. So guess what we got to do? Stay in the words, because I always tell you, there's no technology that can supersede the power of Yahweh Shai. Read Psalms 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. There's no technology that supersedes the power of the Lord Yahweh Shai, because he controls all those things, man. Energies. His angels, man. That's energy, right? And so forth. So we're not supposed to be scared of these things, okay? And the reason why they use this on you, to scare you. Now, have people died from it? All right. Well, as some would say, yeah. But that's why you have to have also a knowledge of this, awareness of this type of stuff. This is how they're controlling people, bro. Just say it's another form of worldwide experimentation. All right, that's the best way to put it. Remember Ephesians as well. What does it say in Ephesians 2? Put it that way. Where they're trying to control people's respiratory systems and their nervous systems. That's why you have to get out as well. And don't breathe too heavy. Breathe out of your nose. Inhale with your mouth. Breathe out with your nose. Trying to destroy your lymphatic system. These are archons that are doing this as well. Archons mode, technology, drones. We're in a technological time now. Come on. Baba Kasha. I don't know when I'm speaking to someone that's real and I'm speaking to someone that's not real, that's being body hacked. We're going to shut off. Ephesians 2. And you who he made alive, who were dead in trespasses and sins, in which once we walked according to the course of this world. See? According to the prince and power of the air. It says it. According to the prince and power of the air. Air going into what? You just heard that fuzzing, right? I just had some tinnitus. As soon as that plane, probably a drone, went past, that's when it started ringing. That's when it started ringing in my ear. So what is that? It says, according to the prince and power of the air. We told you about air waves. There's radio waves, there's gamma waves. All right? There's different waves, man. What's it? Meta wave, right? And so forth. There's pure different waves, man. That used for different things, energies, man. And it says, check this out. According to the prince and power of the air, we know who that is. I don't even like mentioning his name. We know what that is. We're gonna call it, yeah, the prince and power of the air. So guess what? You got demons traveling in the astral, right? Traveling astralin, man. Astral traveling, man. Right? If your eyes were open to the fifth dimension, man, you would see spirits on these buildings. You would see spirits all over these buildings, man, and in homes as well. All right. The spirit who now works in the sons of disobedience. This is a spirit in the sons of disobedience. So this is a disobedient spirit that's floating in the air, the lower atmosphere. This is deep. This is deep. Why do you think they went wireless? That's why they went wireless. So sorry to bring up the Nazis. The Nazis knew about this stuff here. It says that now works in the spirit of the air. That's why the Nazis were also known for what? What were they known for doing? Using frequencies to win wars. To win wars. They were doing that. It's been reported. The Germans were doing that. Using frequencies to win wars. Right? This is untold. With this type of stuff, you can control masses. You can control towns, cities. I'm going to get in trouble for this one. I hope this was edifying. So I'm going to shut off here. I hope this has given you a much more better knowledge of how this is done. All right? This is the group thing. So now, when you're out, when you're talking to people, don't get all funny. You're like the Neo. You're like a Neo within that matrix. Right? Then you got agents and NPCs and so forth. Okay. I hope this was edifying. Until the next time. And if you hear the same repeated sentence, right? It's the same repeated sentence, and you know, well, that person's heavily programmed. Right? Not everybody that you see is even a real human. Some people are bots, man. Robots. Hope this is edifying. Until the next time. Shalom.